church leaders, politicians, and pundits blasted President Donald Trump on Sunday for sharing an AI-generated image of himself on a throne in the cassock and mitre of the pontiff. Cardinal Anders Arborelius, the Bishop of Stockholm, that's for your bingo, Bishop Bingo. Who's the Bishop of Stockholm? It's sad for both the White House and for the president, he said. The former Italian Prime Minister Matteo Renzi said, "This is an image that offends believers, insults institutions, and shows that the leader of the global right enjoys being a clown." The New York State Catholic Conference said in a social media post, "There's nothing clever or funny about this image, Mr. President. We just buried our beloved Pope Francis, and the cardinals are about to enter a solemn conclave to elect a new successor of St. Peter. Do not mock us." Not all Catholics agreed. Among some, Trump is more popular than was Francis. New York Post columnist Charles Gasparino said he didn't find the post offensive.
Was that a Gasparino?
Yes, it was. It's just a small gasp. He said, he wrote, "Guaranteed most Catholics would say, no, that was not offensive. In fact, we probably respect Trump more than that socialist Pope." So,
Caitlin's face right now.
Did you have thoughts when you saw the image of Pope Trump? That was posted by the White House, by the way.
Yeah, that's the part that gets me.
Was posted by the White House.
Listen, a friend texted me a picture of that, and I assumed it was not official, and I was just like, oh, ridiculous. I had seen a clip of a reporter asking him if he had someone he thought should be the next pope, and he said himself. And so I thought it was just someone like going off of that. And so responded like, oh, it's ridiculous. And then it was pointed out to me by this friend, like, no, that is actually like from the White House. That's like, I know that we've said this so many times that it stops sounding new or interesting or like actually getting through to people, but it is just wild how some of the general norms, customs, etc. of like the dignity of the presidency are being denigrated repeatedly by this administration. And besides all of the like affront to Catholics and the Catholic Church and individual Catholics mourning a pope and etc., all of that is true. And also it's just ridiculous. It's like, I thought we thought the president had more important things to do, and the administration had more important things to do than this kind of stuff.
But the administration is also a television show, and
yes,
so there's always the need to put on something exciting, entertaining that'll get people all riled up. To get all of the right people riled up. So like us, see, it worked. We're riled up.
It works.
But see, I'm not riled up because I'm Catholic. I'm not Catholic.
Yeah.
And I'm not even riled up on behalf of Catholics.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm riled up as an American. The President of the United States represents the American people. The White House is often called the people's house, right? It's the person who occupies that office is a steward of our national reputation and dignity. And this president, in many ways, has been dismantling that from the moment even before he took the second oath of office on January 20th, 2025, by disparaging our allies and friends, by being inconsistent in his promises and policies, by cutting off promises of aid and food and medicine and anti-AIDS medications and all the things that USAID was doing, and then by mocking, a huge number of people around the world and their faith with this image is just grotesque. On behalf of America. Like it's just unbecoming of America as a nation. And this man does not have the respect, dignity, intelligence. He's a buffoon, and he is beclowning himself, but he's beclowning the whole country in the process.
I feel beclowned.
And that's the part that bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, rise up to the dignity of the office that you have been granted.
Okay, here's my question. Is this just another way to distract us from talking about the legitimately unchristian and cruel things he is doing to some of the world's most vulnerable people?
It has that effect, but I don't think it had that. I don't think it had that intention. Okay. And here's the other thing. Yesterday was May the 4th.
Yeah, be with you.
Be with you. It's Star Wars Day. Did you see the image that the White House posted for that?
Yeah. He was a ripped Sith.
Yes. They're They think they're being funny. They think they're being clever.
Instead of making him a Jedi, they made him a Sith Lord.
Right. But this kind of stuff, it's obvious that I don't know who's in charge of these memes that they're creating, but they're just figuring out what's in the news and how do we insert Trump into it.
Well, and
why would they want to do that?
How do we troll?
Because it's
the
all
world?
about attention.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they make him a Jedi?
Because
that's
that's my point, is they don't know any better. They're not that bright.
Oh.
They just jump into whatever Yeah.
They don't know that a red lightsaber means you're Sith?
Probably not. And they probably don't know how offensive it is to dress up like the Pope in this circumstance. They just go, oh, it's funny, it's clever, people will share it, they'll get a kick out of it.
Oh, and you think do you think anyone in the White House right now is saying, oh no, we did something offensive?
Of course not.
Of course not.
No.
Yeah.
They don't, so I don't know you can say they didn't mean to offend when they're
I don't think it's on their radar.
Semi-delighted
I don't think they care.
that offense was taken.